says, can menstruating women perform Sajdah Tilawah? It is an issue of dispute whether a woman in her menses can recite the Quran or not. And the most authentic opinion that we have mentioned so many times is that it is totally permissible for a woman who is in her menses to recite the Quran, whether from her memory or from touching a Quran with something that protects it, like gloves or a piece of cloth, or reading it from books of tafsir or from electronic gadgets such as a PC or a PDA or a phone. This is all permissible. What is the ruling if a woman comes and recites a ayah that has recitation in it? Can she perform an ayah that has prostration in it? Can she perform prostration of recitation? The most authentic opinion is that a woman in her menses is not allowed to pray. A woman or a man who is not in the state of wudu must not offer prayer. But prostration of recitation or prostration of gratitude is not a prayer. Therefore, if someone says Allahu Akbar and prostrates, whether he's doing it to the Qibla or elsewhere, whether his awra is covered or not, whether he's in the state of purity or not, this is totally permissible because he is not praying. And tahara, purity, uplifting the ritual, the major and minor ritual impurity is required when you are going to offer prayer. But if you're going to offer such prostrations that do not have takbiratul ihram in the beginning and salam at the end, because this is not a prayer, then there is no problem in doing that, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best. What's the ruling on a woman performing wudu, performing sujood at-Tilawah while she's reciting Qur'an, but she's not in hijab? This is a frequently asked question. We have two types of prostrations that are possible to be performed outside the salat. And this is prostration of prostration of gratitude and prostration of recitation of the Qur'an. So usually people recite the Qur'an or they recite it from memory and they pass by a verse that has a sajdah in it. Like for example at the end of Surah An-Najm, فَاسْجُدُوا لِلَّهِ وَاعْبُدُوا. The sunnah is to say Allahu Akbar and prostrate, saying Subhana Rabbiyal A'la 3 times, and then you rise up from it. Now, the question is, if a woman was reciting the Qur'an and she was not covering her head, can she offer it or not? And I'll add two things from my side. Number one, if she wasn't covering her head, is that okay? If she was wearing revealing clothes, is that okay? If a man was wearing shorts, can he offer prostration? Number two, if a person was not in the state of purity, he was not in wudu. Number three, if a person was not in the direction of the Qibla, can he prostrate to another direction other than the Qibla? So these three things usually confuse people, because when I'm prostrating, am I praying or not? Well, technically speaking, prayer is inaugurated by takbir, Allahu Akbar, included by salam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And in between, specific phrases and actions are performed with the intention of prayer. So is the prostration of recitation a prayer or not? The answer is no, it is not a prayer. Hence, you do not require to face the Qibla, you do not require to be in the state of wudu, and you do not require to cover your awrah. So to answer your question, Hassan, it is permissible for a woman to prostrate for the tilawah, even if she's not wearing the hijab. The third.
I was wondering, could you kindly explain in detail how to do the Sujood Tilawah? As in, do we have to, like when you're not praying, when you're just reading Qur'an only?
Okay,
by standing?
I will answer inshallah. Insram from Australia says, can you tell us how to perform Sujood Tilawah when we're not praying? Very easy. I am reading the Qur'an, I pass by an ayah of tilawah, and when I reach the mark of the star, which means that the ayah is over and this is where I should make prostration, I say Allahu Akbar without raising the hands, and I go for sujood, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, and then I raise my head and stand normally. No takbir when rising up, and no salam when ending up. And if I did not mention this in the beginning, and no standing in the beginning. Some people, while they're sitting, they pass by an ayah of Sujood Tilawah, they stand up. And then they say Allahu Akbar and they go for sujood. No, this is wrong. As you were. Immediately, you just say Allahu Akbar and make your sujood. You can make that to other direction than the Qibla. So if the Qibla is to my right, I just say Allahu Akbar and make sujood, not to the Qibla, because this is not a prayer where I must face the Qibla. Do I have to be in the state of wudu? No. I can be not in the state of wudu, etc.